Welcome to another video to the Fujifilm X-T4. Today we're talking about my favorite camera setup with a Sigma 18-35 f1.8. I used this lens already with my GH5 for the last 2 years and used it for 95% of my private videos and also my client work. And what else should I say? I love the setup. Before I pre-ordered the Fujifilm X-T4, I was sure that I want to use this lens on the new camera. But because the Sigma lens is a Canon EF mount, I had to do a little research to find the perfect adapter to mount this lens to the Fujifilm XF mount system. After a short time watching YouTube videos comparing different adapters, I chose the Fringer EF2 XF Mount Pro 2, which is not a speed boost tool like I had before for the GH5. It's just a simple, good working adapter. And because talking about the adapter, let's start with the autofocus abilities of this setup. So the autofocus is working really good. Even with face detection and eye detection on, it tracks the subject or the eye really good, as you can see right now. For me, it's such an upgrade coming from the GH5 with nearly no working autofocus system. So I use this sometimes, but me personally, I love to shoot manual because then I have the full control over my focus. But as you can see, even in dark situations, the autofocus with the eye detection and face tracking works really great, and you can work with it really good. Okay, just to give you some side facts, this is an 18-35 APS-C lens, which is equivalent on full frame. It's like 27 to 52 millimeters. But actually for me, the focal length isn't that much important. I just rely on what I see on the screen. Another nice side fact with the setup, you have a lens which zooms inside of the lens, so it's not extending while zooming, and with that you don't have to rebalance when you work with a gimbal or a glide cam or something else. That's really nice. Talking about the handling, it's a little bit more heavier setup because it's around 1.6 kilogram, which is around 3.5 pounds. But I like this kind of heavier setup because I'm more able to get smoother video footage than I am with a light setup. So coming over to the picture quality, I have to say it's amazing. I already did a video portrait in direct sunlight. I did a night music video with it and always filmed on low aperture like f1.8 because you get a really strong low light performance with this camera, and I just love it. It looks always amazing. We also have to talk about two downsides of the setup. The autofocus with this lens is really loud and you always hear that pumping sound, which sounds like this. So either you have to choose manual mode when you're working with in-camera audio, or you record your audio externally like I do right now. The other downside is there's no stabilization in the lens itself, but for me personally it's not a big problem because the Fujifilm X-T4 had a really good in-body stabilization, and I like this kind of handheld looking video footage. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked my review of my Fujifilm X-T4 setup right now, and by the way, you can also take really good photos with it. Thank you for hanging in. Consider to subscribe if you're interested in some more Fujifilm X-T4 content or filmmaking stuff in general or other camera related stuff. See you in the next one. Bye.